class, welcome to Legacy Academy on Lady Glene's YouTube channel. My name is Wallace and I'm the CEO of Luxe by Lori MUA and Luxe Cosmetics JA. Today's lecture will be on how to do a simple soft glam look. So before we start, ensure that you have a clean surface to do your makeup. Once your surface is clean, the next step that we will take is applying our base. Now the base includes a moisturizer as well as a primer. The purpose of the base is to form a barrier between your skin and the makeup that you will be applying, and it also sets a smooth foundation for you to apply your makeup, so it's not patchy and just chaotic. All right, so this is, I'll be applying the moisturizer. Also guys, if you don't have a flat brush, you could use your hands. Whatever works to ensure, let me just use my hands. Whatever works to ensure that ensure that it's blended in. We just want to moisturize the face, not necessarily create an extra layer. Alright, so next we'll be applying the primer. The primer that I'm using is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish Primer. The Lasting Finish, the regular one has a purple cover, so you could use that one. For this, I'm using the brush because I want a smooth base, so when I apply my makeup, it's not patchy. Alright, so some know that the base is completed. Usually some persons would go ahead and do their eyebrows. I usually leave my eyebrows for after I have finished my face. So now I'm going to apply foundation. I use the Fit Me foundation, Can Beat a Fit Me, and I'm mixing it with another foundation because we're usually darker in the summertime, so my regular foundation would usually be too light for me. I'm using a flat top brush to apply the foundation. If you don't have one, you can use a sponge. That should be fine. We just want to ensure that we blend it. Alright, so the foundation is finished. I try not to go too much under my eyes because I have creasing under eyes. So the more product I put under there, the more it shows up. And I'm not trying to look like an old lady on these streets. So I try as much as possible to not put product under there until I'm going to put on my concealer. So next we'll be applying our concealer, if I can find it. Oh, I use, the LA Girl Pro concealer. Everybody should have this. Alright, because I'm trying to do it light and not extremely heavy, I'm just going to apply the concealer to the inner corner of my eye, or under eye, and the outer corner, and then we'll blend it in eventually. Alright, so why do we do this? The natural your natural face has areas that are lighter or more highlighted, or that the light hits more than others. So as you can see, the light in the thingy, you're seeing it here, you're seeing it here, you're seeing it on my forehead. So usually we highlight the areas that we know the light is going to hit. So the under eyes, your forehead a little bit. If you have a big forehead, don't go high up, keep it a bit low, and your chin area. So I'm going to blend this out, and then we're going to do the contour. Now you see naturally there is a dark line here, so we're just basically following the natural contour of our face to just have a nice skin-like finish with our makeup. Alright, so I'll be using brush. Alright, so what I just did, I wet the brush a bit with our setting spray so that it blends properly. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Alright, so what I'm going to do is wipe off the excess concealer to blend. We don't want it to stay looking like an African warrior. We want it to blend. Alright, so I'm blending in from the edge of the concealer upward. I realize that it's going a bit too far, so I'm using the foundation brush to kind of blend out the edges so that it don't go farther than I want it. Trying to get a nose that God did not give me. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. Guys, when you're doing the skin, you just want interest, you blend. You blend and blend. Alright, so now that we have highlighted and I'm pleased with the highlights, we're going to contour. Alright, so with the contour, I'm just using a darker shade foundation. So with the contour, I'm just, as I said, going to follow the natural line of my child. Alright, so with contouring, where we contour, as I said, going darker gives your face depth. If you want it to be angular, like you want to make your face a bit slimmer, you go straight down. But like myself, I already have a pretty long face, so I'm trying to get a more fluffed up. I'm a little weight. So see, so I'm going grown so that, you know. So you're going to basically blend the contour into the highlight a bit. It's important because when you put on the foundation just gives you a flat look. So like the natural highlight, the natural contour is gone. So you're basically just replacing it or re-establishing your face, if that makes sense. You move mountains. Alright, so we've contoured. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to apply. So I'm going to contour my nose. I'm looking for the brush, not seeing it, so I may have to improvise. All right. So with the contour, I'm going to take the line from my eyebrow. Once again, you don't have to do this. Alright, so since we used a lot right there, instead of because what I was going to do was go all the way down. Since you have a lot of product right there, so what I'm going to do is just take the brush. Alright, so blend the edges so it's not as severe. Right? Alright, so next step is powder. So what I'm going to do is apply a darker shade powder. It's actually two powders are mixed together. It might be a bit dark. Alright, so why we're going in with the darker shade first, it's to, when you take pics, you don't want the flashback. So you're using a dark powder first to kind of set, and then after you use the darker, I'm going to go in with the Sacha Buttercup, which is a yellowish powder, and a bit lighter to get the highlight that I want. We're not baking today, so as you put it on and you pat it in, you brush it off. So what you're basically doing is using the light powder over everywhere that you have highlighted. Then we're going in with a lighter Goody Bobs. Alright, so I've set the under eyes with powder, or the highlighted areas I should say. I'm gonna do my nose. Alright guys, I like my brows natural, so I'm not going to do a lot of drawing. I'm just going to follow the natural shape of my eyebrows. So we go under. Alright, so what I'm basically doing is using the pencil to form upward strokes at the front, and I basically traced my natural eyebrow at the end. As I said, I don't like the dark brows, so I keep it simple. So I'm going to conceal my brows now. Usually go lighter underneath, and then basically use a foundation or a darker concealer at top. If I go on top. I'm going to basically blend it out. I don't put it all the way up here, so because once again trying to make it look as natural as possible, and yeah. Alright, so we're going to brush out some of the harsh colors, so once again it looks as natural as possible. If you don't want it to look natural, use the light highlighter or the light concealer at top and at the bottom, and go a bit darker with the eyes. But as I said, I like mine to look pretty natural, so I usually just trace. I'm going to do my eyes. So what I'm going to do is basically conceal or put a base on my eyelids so that the colors that I use will pop more. So I basically going to use the highlighter, the concealer that I use under my eyes and under my eyebrow, and just if trust the process was a person or a thing, it would be makeup, because alright, so I'm gonna let that dry down a bit. Apply a little blush while I'm at it. I'm going to go a bit bright with the blush. I put blush everywhere, so it kind of put color back into my face, but I don't advise doing it on a regular. This is supposed to be simple though. Alright, but see it through. So what I'm basically doing is applying majority of the shadow, the corner of my eye, and then I'm going to just carry it in. Alright, so what I did, I'm applying some brown shimmer shadow. It's been a while since I've used this because I prefer matte, but alright, keeping it simple. Alright guys, so I did the second eye off camera. I also added a bit of liquid light, well, it's cream eyeliner. I couldn't do that on video because I had to have my head down, and yeah. So after I have done a pretty simple eye look, I added mascara. Right, then I'm going to go under the eye with eyeshadow, a dark shade. See the difference? I'm going to add mascara to my bottom lashes. And I'm going to set my face now. So what I did a while ago with the brush, I was brushing the excess powder. I think I want to put a bit more on the blush. This time I'm using eyeshadow, as I said, orange, so it shows up a bit burnt. I'm going to set my face with a setting spray e.l.f. Good job. Alright, so it's dry now. I'm going to do the lip. Alright, so I will be using Luxe Cosmetics matte lipstick in the shade Chocolate to line my lips. What I'm going to try to do is basically imitate what is already there but make it brighter, or the natural shade of my lips. Alright, that should be enough. Then I'm going to add kind of a nude lipstick in the center. Alright guys, this is the final look. It's a pretty simple makeup look with no lashes. I'm going to add on my lashes off camera and show you how it looks with the lashes on. Alright guys, so this is the finished look with the lashes.
Hey treasures, thank you so much for watching this video. As usual, we have to big up the people who keep coming on here week after week, commenting, liking, sharing. And this week's royal shout out goes to Share. I mean, week after week, she's here commenting, watching, always sharing. I see you, girl. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. And big up your nice, clean self, period. Don't forget treasures to like it up, man, share it up, and of course comment and let us know if you're loving these videos. Also, can you guess which video will be coming out next week?